Ramaji has written the Anvaya in the chat box. Yeah. Pratipat. Pratipat means equality, understanding, depending on various contexts. So the complete sentence is what? Vaishnavasya padasya atmataya pratipatti. Understanding Vaishnavam padam as Atma itself. Atmataya means that. So that understanding. Pratipatti means understanding. That is what makes paroksha as aparoksha. So this is Swapna's question. She's here. So you may not have heard the question. Okay. Yeah, Swapna, you. Yeah, Hariji, go ahead.
This is a very strange question. See, out of our ignorance, or let me say out of my ignorance, I feel that I am, my body, mind, and intellect is protecting the Atma. I say, for example, I am traveling in I'm going on the road, and heavy traffic. I don't want to meet with an accident because I have to protect myself. I'm not telling that I have to protect my body. I don't know whether I have expressed myself correctly.
That's fine. Continue and ask question.
I am afraid, I have got fear for anything because I have to protect myself. Underline self. Out of my total ignorance, I feel it is my responsibility to protect myself or my Atma. Why do I feel like that?
Why do you feel like you have to protect your body?
It is not only me. Most of the people, they talk like that only, that I have to protect myself. Nobody says I have to protect my body. I have to protect my mind. All that is, the entire thing is, there is an Atman inside and that makes me alive. So I have to protect my Atman so that I can be alive. I don't want to die. So it is, I am taking that as my responsibility to protect my Atman.
Yeah. So the question is, why do I feel like, why does this thing that I have to protect myself? Every human being, not every being has this love for survival. That is what is the question. Why is this love for survival there? Would that be your question?
Yeah, it is not exactly, yes, survival. Nobody wants to die. Everybody wants to live for millions of years.
You're asking why is it universal? Why this universal thing called I want to survive?
I want to protect. No, I'm now talking about protect my Atman.
Yeah, that is how it is. That is how it is. Once life is there, and whether by the way, I will add one more sentence. Even a jnani has to protect his or her body. Jnani is not going to suddenly stand in the middle of the road and say, "Now, it's okay, whatever happens to be." So, no.
But the jnani will be telling that he is going to protect his body because he knows he will never die.
But in the end, it is the same thing. Why should he should protect his body? If I ask you, what will you say? Why should jnani protect the body? Jnani is free. Nitya muktaha. I am Atma. I am not the body. Why should Jnani protect the body? Why should Jnani not get up in the morning and drink some poison for a change? Newspapers, did we ever see sannyasi consumes poison? This is an Indian tradition. No, we don't see it. That means what? That means we have to live our life true to things that are going on. The body is body. It needs proper food, proper nutrition, everything is there. In fact, Jnani should be even more, should not abuse the body.
Monday we go. You can come for home collection.
Okay. But there's a huge difference between a Jnani and somebody else. What is the difference? Something happens to the body, the Jnani will not sit and cry. That is a big difference. Yes or no, Hariji?
Yes, sure.
That is the difference. Jnani also made an effort, but somehow the car hit him. Now he is bedridden. Tell me the difference, how two different people are going to react. Jnani is not good. Jnani is not good. He says, this is how it is. This is how it is. Body will go through all these things. Body will go through all these things. That's what he will say, because that is the nature of the body. It's a finite object. Two finite objects can collide anytime. It's possible. Finiteness means that collision is a possibility. I could have been more careful. Also, he can say, because dharma, the dharma is there. Right, wrong is there even for a jnani. Okay, Atma has no right, wrong. But dharma is there for that entity called this person who also has to lead a life. That is why Shastram says we have to protect the sannyasi so they don't have to go around looking for food, because they are, for us, they're equal to God. And so we help them. We help them. But that person, even though sitting in the ashram, food provided by somebody else, still that person has to eat the right food, take care of the body, do the daily duties. It's all there. Okay. So we make sure we don't go off in some kind of a la-la land and say, Jnani will just do whatever he or she wants and has no. Virus will attack Jnani. Many Jnanis have died because of the coronavirus. A famous Swamiji, Omkarananda, passed away because of virus. We can't say Jnani has the power to protect their body and all these funny ideas. I don't want to. That's all Siddhi. We are not talking Siddhi. Siddhis are possible. Any Siddhi is possible anywhere. We are not trying to become body will survive for 200 years. That is not the science we are doing. We accept the way things are. Body means all this protection and all will be there. And should protect also. One has to take care. Some children are so very interesting. They are so careless that they allow themselves to get hurt also. I'm sure you must have seen either our own children or other children. They'll just get hurt and come. Hey, what happened? What did you do? No, nothing. All vague it is. Means that idea that I must protect myself is not there. You could have run away. You could have said stop it. You could have told your friend not do it. So I don't know. I didn't know that. So the question is, we have to come back to the main question. I am a samsari. What is the solution to this problem? We will come back to the problem. Otherwise, it will become a theoretical discussion. Why God made me like this? All that we ask. We are not asking all that. This is the way it is. But we have to come back to the problem. I have a problem. I am a samsari. That is my problem. Shastram says you are not a samsari. Can I handle this or not? This is the question you and I have to ask. Samsaritvam belongs to the body, belongs to the mind, belongs to the senses. Yeah, senses are like this. Jnani's eyesight also will go away after some time. Will get cataract, everything will happen. Why? Because that is the nature of the body. Jnani is powerless to change the functioning of the body. But Jnani knows, I am Atma which sustains the body, which sustains the sense organs, which sustains the buddhi, and I am the Atma that is all pervasive. Idam sarvam atma. That only a jnani can say. The entire Jagat is Atma. Atma is not Jagat, but Jagat is Atma. Tell me who in the world can say this statement? When I am the world, then that's cognitive, right? Anirudh was asking what is it? It's cognitive. Why it is cognitive? Because you can't become the world. You must already be the world. Only then, and like rope snake example. It has always been the snake. I didn't do anything to convert the snake into the rope. This is not a conversion process. It's cognitive. Because I am the world, I can either I know it or don't know it. Telisite mokshamu teliyakunda bandhamu. Google that. Listen to the song on YouTube. Telisite Annamacharya Kriti. How beautifully he says. Very simple statement. Telisite mokshamu means if I know it, I have moksha. Teliyakunna bandhamu, he says. It is Vedanta. He's talking Advaita Vedanta. He doesn't say Pote mokshamu, pokunna bandhamu, he doesn't say. He can say that Vaikuntam pote mokshamu, pokunna bandhamu. He could have said that. No, there is no such song available. Ha, that's the beauty of this thing. So Hariji.
Brahma Mukate.
Yeah, Brahma Mokate is a statement, but I have to know that Brahman is okay. That is why Telisite moksham. Teliyakunda bandham. Brahma Mokate is like saying Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Okay, that Mahavakya is there. But Tattvam Asi tells me the way. Because the problem is my problem. It's a personal problem. It is. Brahman doesn't have any problem. Therefore, Tattvamasi is even more important Mahavakya for us. Because it brings in both Jiva and Ishvara. Anyway, Hariji, if you have any questions, continue to ask. Thank you for asking. Yeah.
I have one more question which I will ask in next class.
No, if it's related to this, if it's
No,
related
not related to this. I had written my query in that the equivalent of dream, microcosm and macro.
Hiranyagarbha.
Yeah, maybe next class I will take it.
Yeah, see, Hiranyagarbha, see, the way to understand the world is to understand ourselves. This is the first clue. Okay. Sthula Shariram is there. So, Hariji's question in that group was, there is this dream person, dream entity and all it's talked about. And so Taijasa is, the dream person, the dreamer is called Taijasa in Sanskrit. And the equivalent in Samashti, macrocosm. Microcosm is dreamer, Taijasa. Macrocosm is called Hiranyagarbha. Not dreamer really. Sukshma Sharira Abhimani. We should not bring dream here. Tattva Sukshma Shariram Kim. Yeah. So, anyway, to keep it simple, there is the Sukshma, there is the Sthula Shariram, the body, right? And the body is called Vishwaha. Sthula Shariram, the guy who relates to this waking body, waking gross body, is called Vishwaha. Equivalent of Vishwaha in macrocosm is Virat. Sthula Sharira Abhimani. Sthula Shariram is not called Virat. Sthula Sharira Abhimani. Abhimani means one who says, yeah, this is my body. I am the owner of this body. I am so and so. The guy who says that is that. Then, same thing, you go to Sukshma Shariram. Because this body, now I realize this is gross. Then is there something subtle to this body? Yeah, there are some very subtle things. So Pancha Indriyani, etc. are subtle. Manaha, Buddhi, etc. very subtle. And this entity that relates to that subtle portion of this body, called the subtle body, called the Sukshma Shariram, is called Taijasa. The macrocosm equivalent is Hiranyagarbha. If you can relate to the subtle body, yes, Pancha Prana is there. Pancha Indriyani are there. Manaha, Buddhi. You can relate to all these things. You can relate to your eyes and say, my eyes are short-sighted. You won't say, I am short-sighted, because now that you have studied Vedanta, you will say, my eyes are short-sighted. Okay? That's why the doctor also say, I want to check your eyes. Your eyes, I want. Anyway, so that Hiranyagarbha
I didn't understand. I want to check your
eyes.
eyes.
As opposed to I want to check you. I was just making a differentiation there.
Yeah.
I check you. But if you're Atma, then I want to check your eyes. Eye is not Atma. I was just giving that example.
Yeah.
So coming back to Sukshma Sharira. Sukshma Sharira Abhimani. Vyashti Sukshma Sharira Abhimani is Taijasa. All statements I make about my mind makes me that Taijasa. When I say I am intelligent, I am dull, I am stupid, I am smart, I did this, I constructed this house, all this I say, right? That is all buddhi, correct? Karta is saying it. Body cannot say it. Body did not do it. But there is somebody who says, I am the doer. That is the Sukshma Sharira Abhimani. Because these are all Sukshman. It is related to the buddhi, manas, and indriyas. That is Taijasa. The equivalent of that in the macrocosm is Hiranyagarbha. If you look at the world as a body, like this human body, then within that Virat, that's called Virat human body, there is something called Hiranyagarbha, which is the equivalent of the Sukshma that you appreciate within your body. The collective Sukshma is called Hiranyagarbha. The one who relates to that collective Sukshma is called Hiranyagarbha. So, that's the way we explain it. Okay.
What I can understand the function of my Sukshma Sharira, my body, mind, and intellect. What is the function of the Hiranyagarbha? Is it
Collective Sukshma Sharira. Collective. Put your Sukshma Sharira, my Sukshma Sharira, Swapna's Sukshma Sharira, everybody's Sukshma Sharira, this tree's Sukshma Sharira, all the billions of organisms Sukshma Sharira, put it all together. And then other planets also, there must be Sukshma Shariras. Put it all together. That is called Hiranyagarbha.
Okay.
Because the universe is a sum of the parts.
Yeah.
There is no separate universe that is separate from all of us.
Okay.
This is the thing, interesting, right? We separate ourselves from the universe oftentimes when we talk about the world. No, the world is the macrocosm. It's a magnified version of you. That's the way to look at it.
Okay.
Good. Think about it. Any other questions?
No.
From anybody?
Vyashti and Samishti versions of Karana Sharira.
Repeat that again.
Like we talked about Sukshma and Sthula, Vyashti and Samishti, right?
Yes.
Similar to the one for Karana Sharira?
Yeah, similarly we have for Karana Sharira also. Karana Sharira, Vyashti, what is the name? See, what is first of all, God is Karana Sharira. Let's understand.
Causal.
So what is causal? Waking avastha, we know.
It is Vasana, if I say causal body.
Waking world, we know. Okay. Then dream world. Dream world means what? There is a world within. When I'm asleep, there is a world. That's called dream world. That also we are aware of. Then what happens? Deep sleep. Deep sleep, there is nothing. There is no thought, nothing. The whole world has disappeared. External world is as good as it's disappeared for me. Internal world also gone. But then, when I wake up, everything comes back. What we say is, nothing can come back from nothing. Nothing can come back from nothing. If nothing were there in deep sleep, then nothing can come from nothing. Therefore, something must be there. That something is called Karana Sharira. Like a bija, it's a seed. Karana Sharira. That's why it's called Karana Sharira. So this is Karana Sharira. Then we have a word for Karana Sharira. That person who relates to the body, there is still a relationship going on there, even when I'm asleep. Why? Because when I wake up, I'm able to say, I had a disturbed sleep, or I slept, mostly I slept well. All these things I can say. That means what? There is some awareness there. Some transaction is going on. Basic, very basic transaction. And so that basicness is described by the Karana Sharira. That there is something there is true. All our memories, of course, memory also comes from the Karana Sharira. And that entity is called this one, not Vishwa.
Prajna.
Yeah, Prajna. The Samashti equivalent of that is what?
Ishvara.
Ishvaraha. Ishvaraha. From whom everything has come about. From the Karana Sharira, everything has come. Here in the body, as Hariji said, Vasana and all is there. What is this Vasana? Where is it hiding? It's hiding in that Karana Sharira. Therefore, that Samashti equivalent of Karana Sharira is called Ishvara. Rightly so, because Ishvara is the Karana for it. Jagat Karana, Ishvara. Okay, anything else, Bhagya?
Thanks.
So yeah, I know these are not straightforward concepts, right? This we have to keep hearing it again and again and mull over it. Then slowly it becomes clearer. So we don't mean to say it's obvious and all. No, I never use the word obvious in class. Swamiji will never use the word obvious. Because you know what it means? If I say something is obvious, what does it mean? Hey, no, that means everybody should have understood it. But there are people in class who are not understood it. That means it's not obvious. If it is obvious, everybody must know it. The question itself will not arise if it is obvious. So nothing is obvious. We don't take anything for granted in this class at least. Thank you. Any other question?
The trick is that it troubles, when we have this type of query and when we are not able to, we know the doubt is stupid, but it is a doubt and it becomes difficult to come out of that stupidity.
No.
We are again and again.
Wait. Slowly. We know that the doubt is stupid. That's your conclusion. We have been told as growing up, you are stupid. This is what kind of question you're asking? How many people have told us? So we have now concluded there are some things called stupid questions and there are some things called smart questions. I'm sure as children, we had very good questions, but we didn't ask because for fear of being told that you are stupid. So I think that conclusion has to be slowly, in this class at least, we just tell ourselves that no question, in fact, the more fundamental questions will be blamed as stupid. People will say, this is a stupid question you're asking. Where is God? Suppose you ask. Most people will say, you're stupid. But here in this class, we say, that's a topic of discussion. Anything else?
Kumar, it can be said in a different way that the Nirguna Brahman associate with or reflected with Maya, plus the cosmic mind, which is the minds of entire Jagat or entire all minds together, which if I call it as cosmic mind. So it's starting from Nirguna Brahman with Maya plus all the minds together is Hiranyagarbha. So that correct way of saying?
That is one way of saying it. That's one way of saying it. Yeah.
But can you kindly repeat your statement?
Who, me?
Yeah,
or,
you.
yeah,
See,
okay.
he said Nirguna Brahma plus Maya plus all minds is equal to Hiranyaka.
Okay.
But we have to be careful putting all these plus signs and minus signs.
Yeah.
Because I'll ask you this question. I'll show you this part and I'll ask you. I'll ask you. Pot is equal to clay plus what? Or pot and clay are two different things.
It's clay only.
So this addition and subtraction really doesn't exist. You can just tentatively say plus and minus, just for some limited understanding. But you can't say clay plus something is pot.
Namarupa. Clay plus.
Okay, clay plus namarupa. Okay, that's a safe answer. That's good. Clay plus, not bad. Harichi, thank you. Clay plus, clay plus namarupa is pot. Okay, that's a safer state. Because clay does not have namarupa. But clay plus namarupa, when he says it appears as so plus is that namarupa is different from clay. It's independent of clay. Even namarupa depends on clay only. There is no nama and rupa. There is no rupa without clay. Without clay, can there be a rupa? Not possible. Correct. Therefore, this plus and all also, you just tentatively, within quotes, you put a plus.
Guruji, when we are bringing that Nirguna Brahma, then does it not become like Purusha and Prakriti?
Yeah. So we are using different words for the same. You use the word Purusha for Brahma, and then we use the word Prakriti for Maya. Yeah, different words. Different words. Maya, Prakriti, Pradhanam, and then Ajnanam, some cortex that is used. Same thing. They're all identical words. Maya is the Upadhi for Ishvara. Ajnanam is the Upadhi for the Jiva. Samashti, Ajnanam word is used. Vyashti, Maya word is used.
Ajnana Upahita Chaitanyam, Maya Upahita Chaitanyam.
Let's see, Prasad knows all these words, so he's saying all this. So I try not to throw all these words, but you people are forcing me to go on. Good. What else?
I mean, it's easy to, if we relate to the Jiva, to understand.
You want to leave? Yeah, tell me.
No, I'm just going back on the Hiranyagarbha. The three reflections of the Jiva, if we understand, relating would be easy to the Samishti.
Huh?
So relating that, it would be in the mind to understand, just like you said, no plus and all, understand. But if we relate, we understand from Bija how we come up into a working world, our dream world. Similarly, that's from Karana Sarira, which is Ishvara, coming up like into Jagat to become Jagat. So that way it is relating is easy to understand.
Correct. Vivartam, there is no plus. Seed plus what is equal to tree, if somebody asks. There's no answer. There is no good answer to that question. Seed plus what is tree, if you say. What can you say? Entire seed. The seed has become the entire tree. Vivartam it is. You can say some water, nutrition, sunlight and all. You can say all the vague answers you can give. And the seed is the tree. Okay. Good. Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this... So this question was there about, women and chanting mantras during periods and things like that. That question is there. I want to spend a little time. It's because this is an important question. I don't want to just, rush through it, and it takes a little time. So I'll do it. And remind me again. So maybe in the satsang period for first 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, we can talk about it. When there are fewer questions, something like that. Okay, so we'll do it like that. Okay, so we'll need a solid piece of time. We'll need about 20 minutes. Thank you. Okay, Anything else? Good. We'll conclude with that. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantarye Amrita Kalasahastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokhyanathaya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.